Evening all. In this session, we'll be looking at how we'll be using System Center Advisor as well as configuring an alert for doing something like monitoring of free disk space. When I'm talking about System Center Advisor is basically a service offered by Microsoft. Uh, if you're using the older versions of Operations Manager, System Center was killed off some time ago, and it has been replaced by the Operational Insights website. So if you want to have your data synchronized with the Operational Insights server, you need to have the Operations Manager rollup 5 and above update install. When I'm talking about Advisor, I need to go into the administration and I'll see the System Center Advisor option over here. You need to do the configuration for the advisor connection. I've already done the connection for the advisor connection and I've mapped a basic Outlook or Hotmail account. When you come to the screen on the right hand side, there'll be an option for configure advisor. For me, it's showing me as a reconfigure because I already connected to it. You need to click on the configure advisor option. It'll ask you to sign into your Microsoft account. It'll give you option for two types of accounts, Microsoft Hotmail or Outlook type account, as well as a corporate exchange type of account. Once the entire Microsoft account sign in page loads, I will need to give my Microsoft based credentials and I will need to click on next. uh, I'm not having proper connectivity right now, but uh, when I click on next, I will enter my username and my password of my Microsoft account. When I click next again, it asks me to specify a name which my System Center Advisor will be hooked up with the Center Advisor website. So you can give it any sort of name which will be visible on the dashboard over there. And finally, when you click on finish, it'll then give you option to reconfigure. After you configure System Center Advisor, you need to go to Advisor Manage option over here. Currently, I have two servers mapped over here. This will be empty at the start, so you need to click on add a computer group. You need to click on the search button, and whatever machines it finds, you will need to select the machines, then click the add option, and the machine will be visible below. That is how you do the basic configuration for System Center Advisor. Also, once System Center Advisor is set up, if I go into monitoring, inside monitoring I will have this option of System Center Advisor showing up over here, which it'll give me different active alerts, or it may give me the different health type status of my agents. In the next part of the practical, we'll be we'll be overriding an alert to alert settings to raise an alert if your free space is reaching a specific value. For doing this, you need to have the Windows Server Operating System Management Pack installed. To install Management Pack, you go to Administration Management Packs, you right click on top of it and select Import Management Packs. I've already downloaded the management packs and I'll give the link in this video. What I've done is I've downloaded the System Center Management Pack for Windows or operating systems. I've selected all of these. I've clicked on open and then I've clicked on the option to install. Currently they've already installed, so they will not let me to import it again. So as a result, if I scroll down in my management packs list, I can see that there's 2003 to 2012 discovery and monitoring packs installed. Once my pack is installed, I will then need to go into my workspace. I'll need to go into authoring. Instead of authoring, I will be able to interact with the different monitors which have been created over there. So I'll go to management pack objects, monitors. You will then click on scope and you will type logical disk. Scope is for you to drill down a large number of, if I uncheck scope, it'll show me all of the different monitors installed from my different management packs. So I'll click on scope, I'll type logical disk I will tick mark I'm doing the monitoring on a server 2012 system, so I just tick mark server 2012. I will expand this entity held. The word availability is a misnomer over here. I will be going into the free space monitor. I'll be expanding free space, and there's an option for viewing the percentage of free space. So I have percentile free space, whereas I have MBs and the free space in MBs. So what needs to be done is you need to right click on this. You need to override the current settings of this monitor, and we need to define our own values of that setting. So I will right click, I'll go to overrides, override the monitor, and I'll select for all objects of class. Right. If you see, I've tick marked some options to override the definitive properties. My alert on state, the override values, the monitor in a critical state, I've enabled it. In my error threshold for non-system drives, non-system drives are drives that are not having your Windows installed upon, whereas system drives are drives that are having Windows installed upon. I've set a threshold value of very high, that is around 80%, whereas for my warning threshold I've set a value of 70%. In a real world scenario, this would be something around 10 to 20, 10 to 15%, where the moment your hard drive space, free space, reaches that specific value, an error, an alert or a warning would be raised. Interval seconds, let's say I'll change it to something else. I'll change it to maybe if, uh, currently it's 900, so I can change to maybe 600 seconds, which would then run this every would check it after every 10 minutes or so. I'll click on apply. The first time you do this, you will need to create a new management pack and dump this into a new management pack over there. I've already created a management pack called as SCOM demo, and hence this is grayed out right now over here. After you click on apply, you need to click on OK. Whatever override settings, when you click on apply, the override value will then get transferred into the effective value over here, and the effective value will then show the new updated value.